Welcome back, traders. Today we found out, well, actually, yesterday afternoon, evening, we found out why Bitfarms has been diluting its shares, and that has been to upgrade its fleet of Bitcoin. They're buying 35,000 of the newest Bitcoin miners. They're due to be delivered to them in March or May of next year, so around the halving, and that is supposed to increase their hash rate dramatically. So this is why they've been diluting, and investors have been very happy with this. I'll show you the chart here in a moment, but they're going to be increasing their operating capacity by 63% and improve their efficiency by 34%. So that's pretty exciting. It makes my concerns about dilution for Bitfarms going into this halving anyways, it sort of soothes those concerns, because if they're operating at a 60% uh, higher hash rate with greater efficiency, that what 40% or 50% of dilution that they did is going to be swallowed up by making more Bitcoin. So I kind of still have the same outlook for the stock as I did before, considering this new news. And as you can see, in after hours, this thing just took off, went up as high as 124 from 105. That's a 20-cent jump. It's a 20% jump. Came down to 116 from that huge wick here this morning on that 15-minute candle. I do think that the top of this move probably is 124. You can see all these perfect wicks up here in the pre-market. Right now we're heading back up to that space. I'll have some options contracts that are set to sell around this region, so hopefully those close out and I can make some money off of those while I hold on to my shares. But you can see it did this perfect Bollinger Bands Keltner channel squeeze right here. Just doing this, came in, it kind of started coming out of it, came back in again, and as soon as that news hit, it just took off and exploded upward. Went from an RSI of 38 to over 80. Now we're at the 50-line retracement, which is a pretty common retracement for RSI retracements. You'll go up in the 80s or even low 90s, and then come back, retrace to the 50, and then test the highs again. So if we can actually get up to this 124 without hitting 80 on the RSI again, we might be able to go higher. We might even be able to touch this white line up here at 127. That would be quite exciting. We haven't done that since I can't remember when. When was the last time we did that? Let's go. Let's get some of these lines off of our chart so it's a little more readable. The last time we were there, oh, it wasn't even that long ago. What am I worried about? It wasn't even that long ago. We were there in mid-November. That's how little I've been looking at this chart lately. I've just been waiting for stuff to occur. Now stuff is occurring. We're right back in our upward channel here. If we get above this white line at 127, I expect to see us return to this 144 area. That would be pretty sweet. On the daily, you can see my notes here. There has been a Bollinger Band Keltner channel squeeze going on since September 29th. Yeah. Technically, even with this explosive move, we are still in it. See, that white line is the Bollinger, the blue line is the Keltner. When the white line is inside of the blue line, we are in a squeeze. We've been in this squeeze since this yellow line here on September 29th. And even with this huge explosive move upward, we are still in this squeeze. That is exciting, because if you can look at let's go to, you see it on the minute chart, how that little squeeze there just it popped down here, and then right here it squeezed for like a day and then boom, popped right off. And you can see how dramatic that was on a much smaller time frame. Now think about that on a daily time frame. Yeah, you see here it squoze for about a day and then came out of it dramatically. Now expand that to the daily, and we see a move like that. We're looking at not just the top of this channel, but possibly even going back to this upward trend line up here in the 180s, maybe even getting close to all-time highs off of that explosion. I mean, we did it back here. You can see the squeeze happened. It came into play about right here on May 5th and then took off on June 20th, and that went on a multi-week explosion upward at the top of the Bollinger Band, the top of the Keltner channel, all the way up to 215, if you remember that back in this summer. So we're looking at a move like that potentially incoming with this squeeze, with especially how long it's been going. It's going to be quite dramatic when it lets off. But that was just an update on Bitfarms. It's been exciting news. I can't wait for new good news to come out for some of our other Bitcoin miners. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and have a profitable day.